the station where our veterans' voices are heard, MBR Talk.
Hey, thanks for tuning in. Welcome, Quack.
Are those of the speakers and do not necessarily reflect the views or positions of any entities they represent.
Find us on the web at mbradio.us.
For your Wednesdays is where we do it. This is the safe place where our stories are told and met with compassion, love, understanding, and faith. This
Diamond Art away right now too.
Oh, I liked your bee feeder too.
Wait, you broke up a little bit.
How are you? There he is. What's up, Larry?
What up?
Larry's in.
Okay, enough now. It's too hot. It's too hot. You're hot. Don't lick me.
Or are we gonna need to like remind everyone?
Everybody can see me live that I'm friends with and follows me already. What up, Taurus? Yeah, anybody that's already following me and stuff will see. I just did it because I don't want randos and the FYP playing their bullshit. I talked to Paco earlier and told her that I wasn't going to be able to share it out because she was in a live that I was in.
Yeah, I got her on Snapchat. Wait, no. We're talking about the same person?
The one in a wheelchair?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got her on Snap now.
Been doing pretty good, Taurus. And Emo said she'd be able to come in, but not for long, because I guess her sister and them are in town.
Yeah, I suppose it's summer. Everyone's coming up to visit. Oh my
Loki.
God. Hold
It's
on.
so hot, Loki.
Ozzy, were you rolling in the dirt? Jesus Christ, come on.
Let's do this. Let's get this. What do I got here?
In a row. Will you come in or I'm closing the door on you? Okay, bye.
Not you. That was not to you, Loki. No. No. Loki, no. Go lay down.
Oh my God, Ozzy. Come on.
Sounds like both of y'all are having problems with dogs.
Well, my dog's a cat.
He's a cat.
Loki just doesn't realize that, it's 80 degrees in my house, even with the air conditioner running, and he wants to be on top of me.
Why is it that hot when you have an AC?
Because all I have is a teeny tiny window unit because my big AC took a shit, and I got to take it all apart. I think I got to replace the plug on it.
Don't you have more than one, sir?
What, AC?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got two on my back porch.
Then why don't you put one of them in? Or are they itty bitty?
They're the same like small little window units.
Oh, okay.
I do have one. I got one running in the other bedroom with the door open, like where the Wi-Fi, with the router and everything's at.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully with that door open, it'll help cool it off some. But it just got so freaking hot today. It was like 96 or 98 today.
Damn.
You don't have a central air conditioning unit?
Nope.
I don't either.
I do. It stays a balmy 73 degrees in my house all the way through it.
Trust me, but
That's hot.
I would prefer my house to be 65 degrees.
Well, I mean, I would, but I couldn't afford the electric bill.
Yeah. I kind of miss my house in New York, quite honestly, because it had central heating and air, right? But even with the air on 65, it had solar panels. So my bill was never more than like $18 a month in the summer.
Yeah, but you also probably had battery backups too. I don't have battery
No, I
backups.
didn't have battery backups. It was just straight up solar.
Yeah, you must have had a small ass apartment.
No, I had a 3-bedroom, 2-bath.
I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, and I have obviously heat during the winter. I live in Minnesota, but we do not have central air, but it is set up for central air, and I'm going to be looking into that, how much that's going to cost.
This place has baseboard heat in all the rooms.
Ooh, I had that in my apartment before I moved in here this year.
You know, the original baseboard heaters are in this house. They don't work, but they're in this house.
They
And
didn't take them out?
Huh?
They didn't take them out?
Just like here in the living room, there's in the wall heaters. There's an air invent at the top and or excuse me, at the bottom.
Larry, can I stop you real quick? Is there a way for me to like mute you guys so I can't hear you, so I can send my son a voice message, or do I have to leave and come back in?
No, you can mute yourself. Click on your box.
Yeah, but I can still hear you guys.
Oh, we can mute for a second.
For like 2 seconds?
Yeah, hold on. Give me a
All
second.
right.
Good night, Mom. Love you.
Good night, buddy. I love you. Good night, Peanut. I love you. Did you hear me? Oh my God.
Yes, we heard you.
All right. Well, you guys are quiet, so.
Well, because we muted
That
ourselves.
was the whole point. All right.
Hey, Shauna.
That was adorable.
It was really
Oh
adorable.
my God. Okay.
with the little,
So
with the
my
little
other two are at their dad's, and you know, they send me a little voice message every time going, "Good night, Mom, I love you." And they always do the
Hot.
so my son is Buddy, and my daughter is Peanut. So I wish I can send my oldest a video message or voice message too, but I can't.
So, Larry, what we were talking about earlier, right? A mutual friend of ours that had a PTSD episode and
God damn it.
was.
All right, I'm gonna have to leave for a minute. I'll be back.
What the hell was that?
That was Freya.
Logan.
It's their time to go out for their last nightly bathroom break.
Logan, I know he's got to go out, but it's pouring rain and he won't do it.
Oh, none of mine will go out if it's raining either. And
You don't want to do it.
I managed to get home in enough time to let them out and feed them before the rain came. But when I let the last three out, they were running around, and then thunder hit real hard and shook the house, and they were lightning bolts coming back in the house.
Nice.
So I didn't have to chase them down like I normally do.
So St. Louis, you know, they were cleaning up from that tornado last week.
Uh-huh.
They got hit again today.
Damn.
Yep. No, you cannot have my tea, Loki. No.
All right, if you two crackheads are done with the bathroom, let's go.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get a bottle of water. If Brady comes back, you can let her up while I'm getting water.
All right. Come on, Butch.
Wait, did you call somebody to figure that out? The VA thing you messaged me about? Flash goal, huh? What do I got here?
Oh, God. Now Butch is be the asshole to not want to come in the house.
Yeah, it happens.
Ooh, almost didn't make that. I stepped outside to pull the dog, and car come down the road.
Oh, hell.
That's the nice thing about living out in the country too.
Yeah, I gotta say, every once in a while, I don't miss not having Wi-Fi or none of the other crap. Every once in a while, though, I miss living on top of that mountain with all those woods around me. I don't miss the house or none of the other crap because that house was junk, but I miss the other stuff, just the quiet.
Yeah. I'm thinking about taking and
Hey, hot mess.
doing a refinance on my house.
Yeah.
Consolidating all my bills, and then unfortunately borrowing some more money and redoing the house on the inside and painting and stuff on the outside, and then turn around and sell it and try and get my happy ass out of South Georgia and move up a little bit further north.
Yeah.
Where it's a little bit cooler,
Thanks for the
and
heart me.
then I don't have to worry about people moving in because they ain't got no other place to go.
Thank you for the TikTok.
So I
Well,
have to
did you try to
leave
get him out
because
again,
Hey, hot mess.
oh God.
Do what?
So I had to leave because even when I sent that to my daughter and my son, it was blank. They
Was
couldn't
it?
hear me.
Oh, geez.
Probably because your microphone was being used in the live.
Yeah, so that's why I left. And
Thank you for all the gifts, Hot Mess. I appreciate that. So $250 will fix my car completely. So I'm going to be door dashing my ass off.
I just put $300 on my credit card for my car.
I paid about $300 today to fix that control arm, and then they put the parts. They're just tacking onto my bill, like on my payment, whatever. As long as it gets fixed and it runs good, that's all I care about.
Right.
I mean, it's running better already because, it's just hitting a bump or something like that. It wants to where that motor mount's broken. All right, it's not raining, Loki. Let's go.
Penny, come on. Penny.
Come on, knucklehead.
Stop ignoring me. Come on. It ain't raining now for the time being.
Damn, y'all and your fur puppies. Jesus.
Let's go. Well, I tried to bring him out after he ate, but he didn't want to come out because it was pouring rain in the house.
Understandable.
And I didn't want to walk out there in the rain with him. So get in the kennel.
Damn.
Larry, she's getting mad at you. Huh? I said your pup's getting mad at you, huh? Oh. I wish that pup actually got along with Butch and Freya, but let me tell you what my dumb ass done.
With
The
you,
other
there's no
day.
telling.
So, buddy of mine was over at the house and he said he'd help me feed dogs. I said, cool. Well, I'd already went out and fed one outside.
Larry, are we peeing?
No,
That's what it sounded like.
that was the faucet in the kitchen sink.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Sure.
I had to rinse a wad of snuff out of my mouth. But anyway, so I'd already went and fed the dog outside. Really? And I let Butch and Freya out. Well, in the midst of it, the kids were having their little arguments and stuff. And I got that calmed down and forgot that I hadn't brought Butch and Freya in the house. And I went in the front room with the other three and just cut them loose. And yeah, next thing I know, I hear Butch growling and Lou growling, and I'm like, oh shit. And I run around there, and Freya's just fine with Lou, but Penny come around there and she started growling at Penny, and I had to holler at my buddy to come help me
I'm not gonna sell plasma.
and Lou and get Butch and Freya back in the house before I had World War III with dogs.
Damn.
Yeah, now
They just don't get along ever? Like, have you had them for a long time or what?
Well, I had a dog here. Unfortunately, we had to put her down because she had heartworms, and the medication that they give her to kill the heartworms almost also messed up her system. And when she'd go outside, if she'd take off running off a carport, it ripped toenails off all the way to the wait.
Oh, no.
So, and that was a byproduct, so to speak, of the heartworm medication.
Oh,
And- And she finally got to a point where she wouldn't get up off the couch and she wouldn't walk around or anything else because she had no toenails because she ripped them all off, running and stuff. So she was in a lot of pain, and I wasn't going to make her suffer. So,
Ouch, Tim.
but
Slide over and let him have some room to sit down.
all the
Very
dogs in the house
understandable.
were getting along.
So mean to you.
And when Penny started to where she was in a lot of pain, she would go after Penny. And then at that point, Butch started defending her, and Butch would attack Penny just for no fucking reason. So, and they still don't get along to this day because of it.
Shit. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's one of those things of people riding by my house and throwing freaking animals out, and I'm not going to let them stay out there and freaking.
Hell, at one time,
Oh.
Larry had
Me
like
neither,
eight-
Larry. That's why I
He had,
have
like-
cats now.
at one time he had like 8 puppies in the house with his dogs because they dropped they had all these puppies in a box right at the end of his block.
Oh, those poor babies.
Yep, and I actually found all of them a home. The
Aw.
last one I didn't find a home until it was almost a year old.
Oh. Larry, you're like me. I will take in anything unless it's a snake.
Little snake.
But I'll take in anything. If I see it out there hurting and just
Well,
take it in.
Several years back, somebody threw out a American Bulldog mixed with Great Dane, I think it was, and he was solid white. They had shot this dog in between the eyes with a pellet rifle, and I brought him in, and you couldn't get onto the kids around him. He'd rip the kennel doors off.
Wow.
You like I said, you couldn't yell at a kid, get onto a kid around that dog. But I actually give him to
Wow. What's up, buddy? Long time.
Son-in-law's best friend, and that dog saved his freaking life. So,
How's the wife and kids, Ralph?
So I'll be back in just a second. I've got to go cut lights out and move the dogs back here in the bedroom with me. So
We'll be here.
I hear the children, so
Oh, I know.
Loki. It's so weird not having kids here for me.
Oh, I bet.
It's so quiet. I hate it. So anyways,
You want a dog?
I mean,
I got some
I have
kids.
a
You can have.
dog. Huh?
I said I got some kids you can have.
Michael and Tim.
Yeah.
I would love them, okay?
How much? Michael said how much?
Was that Michael?
Yeah.
I knew it. I know his voice now.
He goes, how much?
Hey, I take them any day, all day, every day.
Deal.
Do you say you won't?
No, he said deal.
Oh, deal. Okay. You can watch Inuyasha.
Yes. Yes. Loki, it's too hot, dude.
So no one kind of like coolness except you.
What?
No one kind of like coolness except you. Like coolness, only you can handle it. No one else
She
can.
said she'd take both of you, you dork.
Yeah. Yeah, no. I think no, because no one else can have like coolness because it's too cool for her. So I
I
think
can't hear.
like coolness.
He said only I can handle his coolness.
No one else can.
Oh, Michael.
No, Tim said that.
Oh, Tim. Tim. Hear me out. I also have a Tim. I can handle all the Tim coolness. Trust me.
She said she can handle all the Tim coolness.
I don't think it's possible. I don't think it's possible. It's just too much. Too much.
You're too much for me. I'm gonna strangle you half the time.
good. What?
I heard talking, but I couldn't hear anything. Like I couldn't make out the words.
No, he was saying that something about his coolness. And I can
Well,
hear.
he's cool. Okay, Dad. All right.
He is cooler than a polar bear's toenails.
Obviously. Why do you look so unimpressed?
Huh?
Why do you look so unimpressed? Your son is cool, okay? Get over it.
He's cool. Hey, he's cooler than his daddy is.
Cooler than you.
Apparently, you're cooler than me, fucker. He said I could see it. What an asshole.
Hey,
he takes after his daddy with the smartness.
Something like that. Yeah, he takes after his daddy, whoever he is.
I'm sorry, what?
It was a joke.
Okay. I'm like, wait, what?
I got bit by something on my arm.
I don't know what they got in Missouri.
Well,
A bunch of fucking poisonous shit.
You shouldn't have the strays in your house then.
Well, Larry, you ain't been here, so.
I'm not a stray though.
No stray nothings in my house.
Better not be. Unless they're animals, then you better take them in. Oh my god.
The little baby cat disappeared.
Oh, he's out doing his own thing, I'm sure.
He was a baby though, that kitten.
Sometimes they do that though. I mean, I'm just, trying to be positive. That nothing happened.
Yeah, I don't want to deal
They're
with that.
resilient. They go out and, hunt and do all the things. So
So Brady, just to give you a little insight. At one point at my house, and this was back before I started having serious issues, we had 18 cats, 12 dogs, 2 goats, 3 turkeys, 6 ducks, 30 chickens, 3 ringneck
what kind of
pheasants.
house you got? You live on a farm, Larry?
And about 250 quail and 25 breeding rabbits, and I think at one point we had like 30 babies.
30 babies of what?
Baby rabbits.
Okay, I'm like
You said 30 babies, and I was like,
And I'm not counting all the baby quail and the baby ducks and the baby chickens that I hatched in the incubator.
damn, you keep up with all that?
Well, I had my NPIP at the time, so yeah, I actually had to keep up with all that.
Oh my god.
And the NPIP is a license that the state gives you and gives you a clean bill of health on your farm animals so that you would be able to sell them.
thank you for explaining that, because I honestly had no clue.
I actually knew what that was. I live in a very rural farm community, so I actually knew what that was, and I did not grow up on a farm, but I grew up with a lot of people who woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning and went and did farm chores, and I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Like I didn't have to do that, but
Now
I've always wanted a mini farm, but like not that hard.
One of my favorite TikTokers on here. What the fuck is his name?
Matt Matthews?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fucking love him. He's like, wake up, bitches. It's time to go do farm
It's time to go do farm chores.
I've been following him forever, and then that one day you sent me that video of his, I was just fucking rolling.
Yes, I love him so much. I want to see his comedy, like his comedy show. But he's not coming to Minnesota in the next, like, this entire year so far. So.
Whatever. Or just let him lay like that. You'll live, I promise.
He just puts attention.
He wants to be petted. He wants attention, you dork.
Hey,
Well, I'm going to tell you where I get my sense for animals from, and that's my granddaddy on my daddy's side.
Reaper, you can have a box if you want one.
Now, you think I had a lot of animals? That man had 50 peacocks, 500 chickens, 100 head of cattle, 5
All right,
horses.
damn, Larry. Well, you want to know what I have a lot of right now that I don't want?
Snakes.
There's so many. Okay, so we've talked about this before, I know, but now they're like going up into my foundation, and oh my god, there's I'll have to send it to you on Messenger, the video that I sent Sarge, and I know they're gardener snakes, and I know they don't. I'm deathly afraid of them. I know they won't.
Hey,
hurt
but
me.
think about it like this: with all those snakes, you're not gonna have mice.
I'm not what?
Gonna have mice.
Nope.
I would take the mice over anything, and I would keep all those little babies. I would. So the issue here, like I told Sarge, so I live with my grandma, and she's lived here since 1991, before I was even born. Okay. She's never, ever, ever seen snakes like this here. She has never seen one in the house. She's never seen one in the basement. Nothing. When I showed her the video that I did on Snapchat to Sarge, she goes, "Oh my fucking God."
You probably have them in the basement.
No,
Yep.
shut up, because I'm not going to go. I'm going to go do my laundry at
Hey,
laundromat.
and speaking of that, Sarge, do you remember the old the grass snakes that you don't see anymore?
Which ones? The all green, like bright green ones?
They were like 2 or 3 different colors of green. They're actually called a garter snake.
Yeah, I know.
So
what
they're
you're
not
talking
black with the green stripe?
No. You know,
Yeah, I know.
they're actually making a comeback now. There was a long time I never saw one, and here a few months back I saw one and carried him out into the woods and released him. Well, today I walked into my utility room where my washing machine and dryer is at, and there was a 4-foot one in my laundry room crawling around.
Oh, nice.
Hey, Emo.
Hey.
How
Larry,
you
I
doing?
literally sent you the fucking video on Messenger of the ones that were. I can't even look at it. But I
Hey,
sent
Jason,
it to
how are
you.
you?
What are we talking about?
Snakes.
What?
Snakes.
Oh, boop snoots. They're so cute.
The no
Hey,
pros.
everybody
They
said-
are
Yes. They're not called no
Everybody
pros,
said
they're
it at
called
one
boop
time.
snoots. Listen,
We're doing pretty good.
listen.
Emo, come to my house, please, and come take them all, please, because I don't have.
I got you. It's fine. I got you. Listen, I have owned multiple types of snakes. My favorite are hognoses because they're adorable, and their fight or flight response is, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna roll over and stick my tongue out and pretend that I am deceased," and it is the most adorable
Oh, no.
thing in the world.
So I'm a huge. I don't want to say hate. Okay, I'm a huge hater of snakes.
I
You
had
know, I
snakes
live in
my whole life.
Minnesota, so there's not. They're not.
Many.
They're just little baby gardener snake. No, they're not babies. Okay.
Are they gardener snakes or are they black snakes?
They're black with the green stripes. They're garter snakes.
Okay,
But
done.
there's so many.
Done.
There's so many.
Listen.
They're going.
I would rather get bit by a garter snake than by my freaking cockatoo. All right.
Girl, I will. I will
Okay.
send you a
Tell
fucking
Pathos
plane
to
ticket to
take
go
care
get
of you.
them.
She just got out of surgery. He better be
Oh,
taking care of you.
sorry.
No, you're
Yeah,
fine.
you better be taking care of that.
No, Faspo needs to. Well, I'm going to take care of her snakes, but I'm telling Dory because she just got out of surgery that my buddy better be taking care of her.
You tell your other that if he's not taking care of you, I'll come kick his butt.
No, she's like, he is, I promise.
Okay, good.
He knows I have his phone number, and I'll yell at him.
You
So,
yell at everybody.
I do not.
Oh, he's a real me.
Do you not remember you called me the other day, yelled at me?
No.
You really don't remember?
You're lit.
Huh?
I called you and yelled at you?
Yeah. I mean, you were being a smartass when you yelled at me, but yeah, he yelled at me.
No.
That sounds about right. So I think
Sorry, I don't know
that
what to
right
say.
last night.
No, I really don't know.
Said that the VA is finally going to get me a appointment with cardiac.
Yeah, you were telling me. That's awesome.
Guess what? Cardiac called me today. I got an appointment on the 10th of next month with them.
That's awesome.
That's great.
So maybe we can figure some shit out now.
That would be a huge plus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I've got an appointment coming up to have injections put in my spine.
Listen, if they're gonna do what they did to you, what they did to me, they give you an IV and they give you like the CT contrast, and it helps them see where they are gonna put the injections in.
No, they're not doing that at all. They're just going to literally put the epidural injections in.
Oh no! See, I've had lots of spinal injections. I tried to walk in epidural, shit didn't work for.
Yeah, no, they've done them to me before, but I'm hoping that since now I have all the metal in my spine that they're going to help, because they didn't help in the past.
Yeah.
But I'm hoping they will now.
Hey, Sarge, I'll tell you what I got that helped me with my lumbar.
Hey, MBR.
No, I don't know if they do that up there where you're at, but we have a doctor down here that does what they call a radial ablation.
That didn't work on me.
So part of me wants to say use a TENS unit, but I don't know how well that would work if you have metal in your back.
Sphere
That might not go well.
Oh,
a TENS unit?
That like Ike is back, and fear of snakes is an irrational fear.
I don't see any of this.
I know it's an irrational fear.
We're broadcasting on TikTok is where the only place where you can actually see us.
So I know it's an irrational fear, and I know my dad laughs at me every time I fucking.
Listen,
when
I have
send you
anxiety.
The video, Sarge.
I get anxiety. My heart gets
palpitations.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. So when I sent you that video of them all going into the foundation, and okay, so that foundation, which is right under my deck, is going into our front or our back porch. Okay.
Oh no.
Oh,
the back porch is it's like a subfloor, and right under it is just plain dirt.
Yeah. No, I was responding to what like Ike was saying on the YouTube, saying it was an irrational fear.
Oh.
I know.
No, I know, and I'm trying to respond to that, and like I get it's an irrational fear. I know they're not going to hurt me. I know they're not gonna, but I mean, I will literally. I went to my parents' house because so I live in town, and so therefore I cannot. And maybe I shouldn't say this on TikTok. I don't know.
Maybe you shouldn't. So let me just say, as someone who has an anxiety and a panic disorder, at least you are scared of things that are physically there. My imagination makes me scared. Like that's the whole point of, like, that's how anxiety works, right? So at least you're scared of like something that's real. So I wouldn't say it's irrational. I would say if anything, anxiety is more irrational than being scared of something you can actually see. So
well, no, I get that too, because I mean, I'm going to school to be a psychologist. So
I'm sorry. That's just me being a smartass. I apologize.
No, that's just, I mean, I know they're not going to hurt me. I know they can't do anything, but they're to the point where they're going into the foundation. There's many of them going in, which could go into our basement where I have to do my laundry, where a lot of our shit is. And even beyond that, I can't, like, I'm literally not parking my car in my driveway. It's off my driveway.
The video she sent me, there were like 10 snakes all over the side of her house. And they're all knotted up and all, like, so I can get it. I get it.
Like, if I could show you.
Well, if you're okay with it, I mean, he has my number. He can send it to you. Or you can have my Snapchat.
Yes, I'm down for giving out my Snapchat, Facebook, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, she snuck a Facebook friends request into me. I'm like, what the hell is this?
I'm like, is that Larry? And then I looked at the picture. I'm like, oh, that's Larry.
No, I did the same thing.
Like the day that I added emo on Facebook, I ended up with like 32 notifications because of my memes and stuff like that.
Well, because so I don't have very many Facebook friends. I've only got like 80 people on Facebook. And so when a new person like adds me, all of their stuff shows up. Mm-hmm. And so I kept being like, ha 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 ha, funny laugh, all this stuff. Hey, MBR. Yeah. No, so funny story. You guys can all laugh at me. Sorry. I woke up from a nap earlier to a friend of mine.
You took a nap today.
Yeah. So I woke up from a nap and I was talking to a friend of mine. And normally whenever I yawn, my eyes water. And every time I would yawn, I was covering my eyes. And they were like, what are you doing? And I was like, I am not awake right now. My brain is not functioning correctly. Hello, Into the Weeds.
So since you had a nap today, maybe you won't fall asleep in alive.
I'll do my best, but I make no promises. No.
Hey, Emo, it was so funny. It was so funny. We were yelling at you to wake up so you could end the live.
So you guys know I have narcolepsy, right?
Oh, we do now.
No, we do now.
So I have both narcolepsy and insomnia. So I either never sleep or I nap all day. Like today, I woke up, I made oatmeal, I called a friend of mine. We talked about how the week's been, because it's been a shit show. I went back to bed and I was asleep until like 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
That kind of sounds like my granddaddy. He would get up at 4:30 in the morning.
Oh no!
Go feed the cows and the chickens and stuff. Come back to the house, eat his breakfast, take the newspaper into the living room, sit down in his chair, turn the TV on, and go to open a newspaper, and he was asleep until noon.
That's my grandpa. That's how he was as well. But I'm not even 40. Like I shouldn't need that much sleep. I'm all right. If it wasn't for meds, I wouldn't get any sleep. So I started partaking, saying like, oh, this will help me sleep. And then it turned into a whole other thing. So.
Emo, you yawn and you've already made me yawn. You've made Sarge yawn. Stop it.
I can't help it. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
So Jacob, they won't prescribe me sleeping pills because in order to get sleeping pills, you have to be off your mental health medicine for a month. And taking me off my mental health medicine is a very bad idea because like I tell people all the time, I'm not medicated for my own safety.
None of us are medicated for our own safety.
I mean, that's fair. I forget who I'm talking to.
I take the meds that I need to take because I made a promise.
So I take all of my meds now because back in 24, I was taking a whole bunch of different meds, and I talked to my doc, and I was like, "Hey, can we try to wean me off my meds and like see what I actually need?" Right? And we did, and I was good for like 2 weeks, and then my anxiety got so bad that like I turned into a hermit. Like I didn't want to leave my bedroom. I didn't want to eat. I couldn't sleep. It was bad. So that's all right.
Yeah, no, I think I showed you a picture of them all at one time, Emo.
You did.
Like years ago. I was on 23 head medications.
That's insane. And that's one of the things that I love about my doctor. I flat out told her, I was like, if you ever leave the VA, I'm following you to a private practice, because she actually listens to me. Like she actually hears what I'm saying and talks to me and not at me.
Yeah.
No, like I'm actually part of my care. It's amazing.
My
Yeah,
my VA doctor in Arkansas was
okay,
like,
all of you just started talking at the same time. Can we? Sorry, Bratty, I need you. Okay, what were you saying?
Well, I think I've said this before in the live, but I got a new doctor at the VA last year and hate him. Saw him once. He didn't listen to a damn word I said. And I've been fighting them to get a new doctor at the VA.
I had to go through that too. Sarge and I talked about it. I had my PCM would not send me to specialists that I'm service connected for. And so I waited to patient advocacy and they couldn't do anything. And then I requested community care and they wouldn't do anything. I even called the crisis hotline. And I remember being in tears in someone's live. And I was like, I called the crisis hotline. They said, it's not a crisis problem and no one will help me. Like, I don't want to go back to this doctor. It took about 6 months. And I finally, I went to the VSO that's in charge of the hospital. And I had my boyfriend with me and I fucking broke down. And I was like, I will not go back to that doctor. You either find me a different doctor or like I'm gonna call my congressman and file all of these, like, and I started listing off all of the like different complaints I was gonna file, and I finally got a new one. So if patient advocacy isn't listening to you, there is
See, that's not my thing. So this doctor at the VA, I hate having to see him.
Mm-hmm.
And the first time I ever saw him, I haven't saw him since. Didn't listen to a damn word I said. But like, if I talk to his nurse and say, hey, so, because he is my, I don't know, 4th or 5th doctor in the last 5 years. We can't keep people here at our local VA. We're in a very rural area, and I am probably one of 10 OIF, OEF era vets, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the area.
Oh, wow.
So, and I've been going here for a long time. They got rid of my female doctor a couple years ago, and they finally gave me this man, and now I hate him. But I can call his nurse and be like, hey, so yeah, my other doctor prior to this was getting me into dermatology and getting me into this. He will put in any order for whatever the fuck I want to go anywhere for community care. But now I need the general stuff done.
Oh, excuse me.
And this man won't fucking listen to me.
So I had an appointment at the women's clinic a couple of weeks ago. And
I don't even have one of those anywhere near me.
So I specifically requested that my PCM be at the women's clinic for reasons, right? And I get up there and I go to check in, and they were like, "Oh, your doctor's office moved. It's over in this other clinic, right?" And so I leave and I walk over there, and it's not too far. It's maybe like a 2 or 3 minute walk, right? So I get over there and I walk in, and it's the booking people are men and the waiting room is full of men. And I'm just like, this is especially why And I was already having a pretty bad day, and it just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, my local clinic is literally 30 minutes away.
Yeah, my local clinic is about 40 minutes. So I don't know exactly how far away it is. I know that every time I go, I fill out a travel voucher and I get paid because it's like so much further away from my house than
I don't even do that. I mean, I don't do that, but and I got out in 2014, and even when I came back to this area, they were so excited, literally so excited. When I got pregnant, oh my God, the VA, I loved my VA doctor. She's a woman also. But when I would go in with my kids, every time I go in, if I have to bring my kids, especially when they were babies, they were like, oh my God, we're seeing someone who's not an old man, like just super excited. And they're like, we know why you don't want your care at the VA here. And I'm like, for one, you guys are basically only a clinic.
Yeah.
You can barely do anything. And everything. Okay, so I live in a small area. My dad is also an OEF veteran.
Mm.
My younger two's dad, my ex, is also an OEF veteran. So, and because we're in a small area, we can't, what do they call that? Especially when it comes to mental health, we can't, God, I can't think of the word right now.
Oh, that's good to know.
We can't see the same doctor at the same time. Conflict of interest.
That's
medical wise we can, but not mental health wise.
That makes sense. So here's the weird thing, right? My ex-husband just retired from the military, and so one of my son's therapists sees him through video chat, and he works with the VA, and we were talking. He was like, yeah, if you ever need someone to talk to, I work with veterans and blah blah blah. And I'm just thinking to myself, I was like, I don't know that I can talk to the same therapist that talks to my son. Like that's just,
it's a little off. It's a little weird.
It's a lot of weird, because like,
what's crazy though is the therapist I saw, and now mind you, I loved him so much. I did CPT with him, CPTC.
Yeah.
And I've seen him on and off. Well, he quit in 2023, but I saw him on and off basically for 10 years since I got out of the military to he quit, right?
Yeah.
When I first got out, I needed a lot of mental health care, but at the time, this guy was seeing my dad for CPTC, for PTSD, right? So I could not see the same man at the same time because of conflict of interest. So I was like, for a while, my dad was on some bullshit of, all right, well, I'm going to quit seeing you because my daughter needs you more. And I'm like, Dad, first of all, no, the fuck you don't. Like, I don't fucking, you need that more than I do at the moment.
Yeah.
He's a combat PTSD. I am domestic violence PTSD, right? So I'm like, Dad, you need to finish that, right? And he did. And he did he worked so well with my dad and like talked to my mom and like involved us kids back in the day. Shit, because he had taken a while to really fully take in
All right, knucklehead.
any type of mental health help.
Mhm.
But when my dad finally graduated from CPT, then this doctor was like, all right, Rachel, I can see you. And I'm like, all right, bet. And it was kind of weird knowing that I met this man before. He kind of knows my family dynamic, but he was probably and I've seen many therapists throughout my life, my literal favorite therapist I've ever met.
That's how I feel
When
about
he quit, I cried.
That's how I feel about a therapist that I had before COVID, when I just first started getting, because I got out of the military in 2008, but I didn't start getting VA care until 2020. Right?
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah, it would. I'll get into it at a later time, but basically the VA kept trying to be like, oh, you don't qualify, blah, 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 blah. And
Yeah, like this is my service pup.
they were stupid, right? So I finally started getting my VA care in 2020, and I only at the time could get mental health services for MST because I wasn't service connected for anything, right?
Right.
And this therapist that I met was absolutely wonderful, but then all of that COVID stuff happened and we had to become virtual, right? Yeah. She ended up leaving because they discontinued the program that she was in, and it freaking broke my heart. So I hear you.
So he was my first male therapist ever. And immediately, because I am also a sexual trauma victim,
Yeah.
you know, they were a little weary of it, but he was, I mean, this man put up with all my bullshit when we tried to start like legitimate therapy and like do it once, 2-3 times a month, you know. With the VA, it was hard to make appointments.
Not to cut anybody off, but in the YouTube, it said you can get MST added with a buddy statement.
So they only give you one mental health thing, and MST, it falls under that. Also, not to, oh fuck it, I don't care. When I tried to file for my MST, because I admitted to drinking alcohol, even though I was over 21, they basically said that it's not service connected because I admitted to drinking. So I don't even fight for it anymore. It's not even worth it.
I was just letting you know what it was saying in the comments.
Yeah, that's fine.
Well, apparently he works for the VA, and he just said too that that's not true. They lied to you.
Oh, I'm well aware. They lied to me about a whole bunch of stuff, like the fact that I didn't get my VA care till 2020, even though I got out in 2008. It's not even.
I'm sorry.
I didn't mean to cut you off, but I was just because
No,
your
you're
comment was
good,
like
you're
pertinent
good.
to what you were saying.
So my mom's a veteran as well, and just hearing all the stuff that me and my dad have gone through, she won't even file for her VA stuff.
Go put him in a kennel and take a dog out.
My dad went through that too. I mean, he didn't want to
Or take him out, maybe.
do much of anything for a very long time.
Yeah.
I mean, he didn't until he got out either, which was 2013, the year before I got out, and I lied, 2012. But he was always that.
Because you were drinking had no bearing on the trauma that was caused to you.
Have you ever watched Emo? Have you ever watched The Invisible War documentary? Okay, I'm gonna leave that at that.
Yep.
And for anyone else, if you have not watched the documentary The Invisible War, You should.
That sounds familiar.
It is.
How are you tonight, Reaper?
I'm doing all right. How about yourself?
I have crawled into bed.
That's where I'm at right now.
I yawned and I somehow put Larry to bed. Don't fall asleep on us, Larry. We'll all yell at you.
It don't
Okay,
take
but I don't want to put
Larry
this
to
down
bed.
real quick. The Invisible War is about military sexual trauma, and I think everyone should watch it. They really should. I had to go through, we actually ended up watching that in sharp training towards the end of my career. So, and I rewatched it again after getting out. And I think that's something that every person, civilian, veteran, service member, what have you, should have to watch.
So can we change the
Sorry.
subject on that, please?
Yes.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And the awkward silence.
Awkward.
Yeah, I could see the meltdown coming. So
I ain't gonna lie, I was getting scared because Emo kept like side-eyeing the shit out of my box. And I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I'm just chilling here, hitting my pin, minding my own business. I'm just getting like the evil eye the entire
No. So, where'd Bratty go? So I was
Yeah,
side because I was gonna say something. And
I hope I didn't offend
smart
her.
ass, but then every time I went to say something, someone else would start talking. So I didn't. It wasn't me like trying to like be rude. It was just I have RBF. If I'm not smiling, it looks like I'm mad at you, even if I'm not. Did you message him?
Bro, did I do something like?
No. So
I'm sitting here like, damn, like I understand if it's my wife, like that's one thing, but like shit.
no.
yeah,
Well, and
Reaper, I don't use.
it could be if the phone was over here when I was doing it and I was looking over here.
That shit right there. I'm like, damn.
So my boyfriend was outside talking to the dogs and I was trying to hear what he was saying. So I wasn't trying to side eye you. I was trying to figure out what he was doing. Cause like if you look, the door to my sunroom is right there and I could hear him talking to the dogs, but I couldn't tell what he was saying. So I was trying to like tune in to what he was saying, but then still like pay attention to y'all.
Gotcha.
So it wasn't me trying to side eye you. It was me trying to be nosy. No, because I promise
What happened?
I promise you, you can ask these two dudes up here. If I had something, I'd have been like, we need to have a conversation, and you would absolutely know if I was upset.
I'm about to say, like, I've seen you like chew the fuck out of people like before, like straight up be like, no, like fuck you. I'm like, whoa. I'm just sitting here just like waiting for it. I'm like,
listen, I'm a good person. I'm not a nice person. There's, that's about how it goes.
There's
Bratty,
a
okay?
difference here.
I messaged her. I haven't heard back yet.
Okay. Well, tell her if she wants you. She can have my number, my Facebook, or whatever.
Okay.
I hope you didn't face her
I'm
off.
sure she'll be back in.
Yeah, I hope I didn't offend her.
I don't think you offended her. I just hope that we didn't that word that none of us like to say that we all hate that sometimes happens to us.
Yes. So Reaper, I don't use the pens. I actually use sprigs of broccoli in paper.
oh, see, my preferred method is using the sin that you squeeze out of the broccoli.
So when we're in a different live, I will have a conversation.
Somebody said something naughty.
Yep, somebody did.
Uh-oh.
I said S-I-N.
No, it's in somebody tried to comment something and it was filtered.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I normally only do DAB.
No. Listen, I'm not trying to unalive myself, right? Like, so actually, I haven't partaken in 48 hours because,
Sleeping alive.
that had nothing to do with that. That was just.
What was it about the whole Snapchat fiasco?
No, it wasn't that either. It's just been a really long week.
What
and
up,
I
Beth?
think my brain just needed to power down. Hold on one second.
Was that a puppy?
Ugh.
Oh, not much. If you want a docs request, you can request one.
What's up, veteran?
Hey, Vet6.
Was that a puppy?
Probably. Pip Leia, come here. I think I said don't have food for you.
Oh, look at the puppy.
He's
I
not
saw
a
your
puppy. He's full grown.
earlier.
I just have two small dogs that think that they're the size of mastiffs. My 8-pound dog will push you off the bed.
I used to have a service dog. Unfortunately, no longer here just because of an accident that happened.
Oh no!
It was this damn German Shepherd thought it was a lap dog, man.
So my aunt actually got her leg broken because she used to own Rottweilers, and one of her full-grown Rottweilers ran and jumped on her lap and broke her leg.
Yeah, he was a good boy, but man, he thought he was a lap dog, and he was not, and indeed was not a lap dog.
So Pip, the one I just showed, he's not like an actual service dog, but whenever I'm upset, like I was having a really bad day the other day, he came and basically sat in my lap and made me put both of my hands on him. If I tried not to have a hand on him, he would start like scratching at like either my arm, my chest. Can say that she's my emotional support animal because I can't be anxious around her because then she'll knit at me. She'll pick at me, you know, or like she'll scream at me if I'm anxious or not doing okay.
Joe's
everything okay? Hey, Brad.
You good?
Hey, Brady.
Hey.
Did we chase you off?
Sorry.
Here we go with the eye shit again.
Hey, Brady, if you want, Sarge can send you my number.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay. Are you okay? Did we chase you off? I'm sorry if I said something.
No.
Okay.
I'm having some issues with my phone.
Okay.
Literally for like the last couple weeks.
No,
And
that's fine. We were like awkward silence, and then you immediately left, and we were like, "Oh shit, we fucked up."
It happened at the worst moment.
Yeah,
I know.
basically, and so we're like,
No, it happened at the worst moment possible.
No, that's totally fine. But I also know that talking about that is not always the greatest.
MBR, I can't airplane mode my phone because if I do, it's going to completely shut down the live.
Do what?
Apparently on the radio station side, it keeps pausing the live for some reason. And he told me maybe I need to airplane mode it, but I can't do that.
No.
Get out of my box.
Yeah, you
All right, but airplane moding would
No,
Really
get
cut
out
off
of.
your internet and your service.
Yeah. So if you in airplane mode, it would shut off the live.
Awkward.
Can you bring me offline?
So Reaper, you was talking about your service dog was a lap dog.
No, he was not.
My first
No,
my
he
first
thinks
service
he's a lap dog.
Mine thinks
yeah.
he's a lapdog.
So my first service dog, he is not a lap dog. He does not like getting in your lap or anything else. But somebody had threw a puppy out at my house, and when I say a puppy, I mean a puppy that was like 8 weeks old.
Aw.
He was fine with the puppy as long as the puppy was facing away from him. And Butch went up behind the puppy to sniff the puppy, and puppy turned around, and my wife snapped a picture at the same time as he is jumping up into my lap looking at Dad. It turned around and looked at me. He does not do well with puppies.
Your dog thinks he's a lap dog too.
He does.
He does.
He literally tries to get in my lap. Quite a bit. Hey, Phil.
Pip. Come here, Bubba. Come here.
That would be at my house.
It's the meow.
You know
Because
what I
it's making
want?
my
I want
kitties
funnel
go
cake.
crazy.
Thank you.
That's what sounds
Well,
good.
he's doing it because the wife threw him out of the other bedroom.
Pip, you're not getting any of that.
Oh.
Yeah, see, I sleep in one room and she sleeps in another room, and it's not because we want to, it's because I don't feel safe. Or yeah, I don't feel
Larry,
safe
you
sleeping
and your wife
with her
sleep
because-
in a different bedroom?
Huh?
You and your wife sleep in a different bedroom?
Yes, we sleep in different rooms.
So Larry is like from the Oregon Trail from like the 1800s where they had two separate beds. And they just
Okay, so
Larry
I hate
taught
to
Noah
say it
will
this
know.
way, but Larry, my grandparents are the same way, and I didn't get it then. I don't get it now. What's your reasoning?
Come here, Bubba.
Well, I will give
You're not allowed
you I will
chocolate.
give you the reason why I don't. I am scared. I've already given her a concussion. I have bloodied her lip.
Okay, that's understandable. I get it.
Monster.
Yes. My night terrors are bad sometimes.
Oh,
NBR talk. What? Okay, I guess.
James and I have different rooms.
I can't do that.
We normally start off sleeping in the same bed, but when we wake up, no.
Yeah, that's how I am. Like whenever, if I wake up in the middle of the night and I can't fall back to sleep, or if I start to get sleepy again or whatever, I sleep in the other room.
Yeah. Oh no, it's not me. Like if I wake up, I'm awake. Like if I get up at 3:00 in the morning, okay, I'm up at 3:00 in the morning. Like I might go back to sleep at like 7:00 in the morning and sleep for like 30 minutes or another hour. But
That, or I'll go in the other room because of that too. Because like I'll sit there and I'll wake up every 30 minutes and sit and like toss and turn.
yeah, and I move. So somehow, me and him and two dogs fit in a full size bed. But the dogs don't like sleeping near me because I move too much, and so they sleep next to him. And it's so funny because I'll wake up in the morning and I'll come out here and they'll act like they weren't just sleeping in the same bed as me, like they haven't seen me in a week. And I'm like, hi, it's good to see you too.
So is everyone in here other than myself? I hate to ask it, but is everyone in here a combat vet?
I'm not.
I am.
Well, you
I
already know
volunteered
I
to
know
go.
Sarge is. So me and Emo aren't. Are you Bravo? I don't know what to call
I
you.
am.
Reaper.
Sorry. Reaper.
I volunteered to go IA, and that's how I
you can
found
come
out I
up
was
in a box
pregnant.
if you want, bud.
So there's a reason I'm asking. And another thing too, if most of you know this, but I'm going to school to be a psychologist, but I grew up with a dad who was, and still to this day, wakes up randomly in the middle of the night. He's also a combat vet, also has, he's 100% PMT because of his PTSD. So, but he'll wake up at like 2, 3 in the morning, and he currently doesn't work right now. He does some gunsmithing from home, and my mom she works full time. She's the breadwinner, I guess. But she also works from home, but this man will wake up, and he's done this since I was a teenager when he came home from Iraq the first time, and he'll wake up randomly at like 4 a.m., 3 a.m., what have you, and just stay up for the rest of the night.
Yep.
And I gotta say, my mom will never fucking leave the bed. Ever. She never leaves their bed.
Too big to be running
And I guess my dad has never gotten, I guess I didn't say that, but he's never gotten like crazy violent with her. And now, mind you, they have been together since 1992.
What a
Butch, it's just
Brady, I love you so very much. How old are you?
Okay, I was waiting for that. I'm 32. My parents are still together, and they're still little teenage love that they had, and they had me as teenagers.
Oh, okay.
So,
Okay.
Yeah,
like,
MBR is right. We've got 116 people watching us on X alone.
oh shit. Okay, so
What does that mean? Like are they actually watching this?
Yes.
Or-
Yes. So right now we've got, hold on, I'll give you guys the stats because I normally do this at least once.
Hey, Tash.
We've got 113 on Twitter, 1 on Facebook, 1 on Twitch, and 2 on YouTube.
And 9 on TikTok. So
And 9 on TikTok.
God, I hope I don't have a warrant. Whoever the fuck you are, H.
That's MBR.
Well, allow me to join and change those numbers, man. Like we can, like, these are rookie numbers. We got this.
No, I'm not a combat veteran. I volunteered to go IA. That's how I found out I was pregnant with my oldest. They came back and were like, yeah, you're not allowed to go. And I was like, why not? And they were like, you're pregnant. And I was like, no, I'm not. Like, legit made them give me like 6 different tests because I refused to believe it.
That's okay, Emo. I was forced transferred out of an artillery unit to a truck driving unit my first tour, right? I'd only been at this state. I'd only been with them for like 3 days. And Chief Beard, CW3, walks up to me. He goes, Ham, you're non-deployable. I'm like, what do you mean, sir? He goes, no pork products allowed in Iraq.
Oh, fucking shit.
And then he goes, welcome to the
So
unit.
my sister's husband was,
Dude went from king of battle to
I don't
being
remember what he did, but he was in the Air Force. The Air Force would not let him re-enlist because he had a family advocacy case against him. So he joined the Army in a non-deploying job as a truck driver in the early 2000s.
Yeah. I deployed both times as a truck driver.
Yep, he has. I don't know if he has 2 or 3. I know that he got injured during his second, but I don't remember. Or I know he got injured during his first, but I don't remember if he went on his 3rd deployment or not.
I was 11 bang bang all the way.
Yeah, no. So
Hey,
tactical, I was.
I don't know what he was.
I was in
reclass.
an artillery unit. I was waiting to go to school to reclass, but I had joined as an 88 Mike originally.
I don't.
Okay, gotcha.
Transferred over to an
gotcha,
88
okay.
Mike slot.
All right, that
I
makes
ended up
sense.
reclassing the 13 Bravo.
Hey, this is my third IED, man. This is the one that put me out of it.
Ooh.
Oh damn.
I'm like I just got that truck fixed like a month ago, and then like they fixed the front end, and then the rear end gets blown off, and then like I don't know if you notice all the there's my finger, fuck my finger, all the bullets.
Put him in the big box.
Yeah. Throw it in a big box, man. I don't.
Obviously on you. Like, I mean, your driving skills could use some work.
No, like okay, like here's the
That's a
thing. Like
skill issue.
before we left the wire, like here's how fucked up this situation was. It'd be like Bravo 2-3, like they're calling like order of march, right? Like Bravo 2-3, Bravo 2-4, Bravo 2-6, Alpha 1-3. Bait, you're in the middle. I'm like, why I gotta be in the middle?
Spicy potholes. They'll do it every time.
Hey, Spark Farts.
So tactical. I was 11 Bravo as well, but I got grandfathered into the 11 Mike.
See, when I signed up, I was 11X because I signed up undesignated. I went Bravo, but then like they kind of threw me in a Mike unit.
So, okay, question. What do you do in the Army as an undesignated soldier? Because, like, I know in the Navy, you're a seaman. You do random.
No. I was 11X, which is an undesignated infantryman,
Oh.
unless you are like SF or some shit.
Okay.
All that means is typically you're normal. Like in today's Army, everyone comes in as 11 X-ray, and then when you go in, they determine if you're going to be a Bravo or a Charlie, which is a
What's the
Bravo, a
difference?
Charlie, a Mike, whatever.
See, we don't have numbers. We have like I was a CS. I was a culinary specialist. Or like there's an SK, which is a shopkeeper, or like an HM who's a corpsman, right?
Fucking keep it to yourself. Keep it to yourself. Keep your comments to yourself.
Go ahead and say.
What
you're
my
gonna do
12
it
steps,
anyway.
Cookie?
I want my 12 steps. Okay, so really cool fucking story, right? My dad has met Carl Brashear.
That's actually pretty badass.
So
That is
I
pretty
was
bad.
actually doing childcare at a command Christmas party where he was, and I didn't fucking know. And I was like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, yeah, I fucking love that movie. But
God damn,
also,
that hurt.
did you know that there?
Why y'all disappearing?
Hey, Larry, you want to see something cool? You want to see like the coolest coin I've ever gotten in my life?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely.
Yes.
Fuck it, let's go.
Seeing how all my
opener?
Yes, it is.
That is bad. That's awesome.
That's pretty
Yeah,
bad.
I'm really trying to like
fucking
keep the language,
unit.
you know,
Yeah,
civilian.
NPR, just leave it on the other screen. The
All good?
yeah.
I've got a couple.
Hey, Tactical, you got a comment.
Oh God, no, no.
Oh shit, you're from Arizona? What part? Man, where's that dog? I feel they need to fucking flip off a dog.
Raha's in here. This is ought to be interesting.
I'm from the East Valley, like East Phoenix area. Oh, Queen Creek. Oh shit, you know where I'm from.
Bravo.
I'm from Mesa.
Bravo, we're going to have a conversation later because you sent me a live and I went in and they were like, oh, I know that name. You had us laughing our butts off earlier. And I don't remember what I was saying or how I met that person. So you're going to have to catch me up.
Oh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
You have to refresh my brain.
I'll message you. It's fine.
Hey, Raha. When I get back to Arizona, let's meet up. Go have some tacos.
Bro, I want some tacos. What the hell?
Man,
Not gonna say anything.
wish in one
I'm
hand,
gonna
shit
behave.
in the other.
I'm gonna behave.
Why did I just think of fucking?
I had tacos for dinner.
What was her name?
I'm fucking. I just want it noted that I'm behaving.
No one cares.
Like shit, I like some backyard tacos, man. Like you just got to bring a little bit of barbecue sauce, man, because it tends to taste like shit.
No one said you had to be good.
Bratty, back me up here.
Nope, don't do it.
I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut for now.
like, oh yeah, Los Favoritos. Oh shit, yeah, down there on Apache Trail. Let's go. Let's go. I love Las Vegas.
I sent you a follow, by the way, Tactical.
Yeah, I already followed you, bro.
All right, y'all.
What are you looking at me like I what?
Man, where's my
3-day drive?
Where's my fucking
You?
at?
Not for everybody.
Hey,
You
Reaper.
and Tactical trying to date? Okay.
Shit, my girlfriend might have an issue with that.
If
Yeah,
it
I
takes
bet
you,
she would.
if it takes you 3 days to drive 16 hours, that sounds like a personal problem.
No, 3 days of 16 hours. 3 16-hour shifts.
I gotta drive 16 hours just to get home.
Reaper, you were getting a side eye just before you left.
Of course he was.
Like give it like fucking 10 minutes, man. There'd be like a shit ton of frogs or a snake out here.
If you do see a snake, please turn away because Bratty doesn't like them.
You better get that shit out the fucking video.
It's just a rat snake, man. Like you pick it up and you put it in your pocket.
I literally don't give a fuck.
Bratty's gonna come through this computer screen and whoop your butt.
Well, it's not.
Still, snakes are not cool. Snakes can all die for all I care.
Hey, listen. They don't have to all die, okay? They're part of the ecosystem. They do their thing.
Yeah.
Okay,
think
you're
about
right.
this.
You're right. But
What
they
would
can
you
be
rather?
away from
What
me.
would you rather have existing more of, snakes or rats? Because I'm gonna choose snakes.
I'm gonna choose rats.
Like I
No.
do have a rat snake that lives underneath the couch that I'm sitting.
Rat snakes are cool, but
Hey.
rats can carry so many different types of diseases, whereas snakes can't or don't. And like, no.
Okay,
Snakes are
Raha, I just have an irrational fear of fucking snakes.
It's not an
Sorry.
irrational fear.
rational.
Listen, it's a rational fear.
No, it is
okay?
irrational.
It is a
You
rational
have a
fear.
rational fear. My irrational fear is my fucking imagination. I will be perfectly fine, and all of a
Okay,
sudden I'm having panic attacks.
Emo,
and
we're
wind
gonna
the wrong
talk
way.
about that on a different level, maybe, because an irrational fear is something of you're an irrational fear of either something that the fear does not exist, or
Well, that's what I'm saying. My anxiety is my irrational fear.
so it's my irrational fear because I live in Minnesota because I don't have they're gardener snakes.
But
they
they're
have
still
nothing-
snakes. Like they still exist. They still have fangs. They're still capable of biting you.
I don't
get
know
it.
how else to explain it. I have an irrational fear of something that I know that can't hurt me.
And that's fine,
But-
but it's not irrational. An irrational fear is you're scared of the boogeyman jumping out of your closet.
Yeah, Raha, like I lost my scorpion for like 3 days. I found him in the bathroom under the sink.
Wait, what kind of pet scorpion do you have?
Oh, I just found one in the garage and decided
Oh,
to throw it in a tank.
okay. So you don't know if he was like an emperor or an Asian forest? Do you not remember me telling you that I own 19 tarantulas?
You showed me all of them.
Yes, I did. It was amazing. So I'm gonna plan a live where all of my friends can come in and we can just talk about tarantulas and show tarantulas. Is Brady okay, or did her phone fuck up again?
She'd be all right. She'd get over it.
Sarge, is Brady okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you okay?
I hurt.
Do you want us to end the live so you can go to bed or like take some pain medicine? Or that face says yes.
Oh, I am definitely not okay.
That face absolutely says yes. Did anyone else see his face?
I did.
Yeah.
but
We should end the
yeah,
live
but he
so
kind
that
of
he
he
can
kind
take
of he
some pain
kind of
medicine.
can't until 11.
I can't. I got to let it go for another 20 minutes.
You part of an agency?
Radio station.
Ah, gotcha.
I'm so sorry, man. If I could, I would like, I don't know, teleport pain medicine.
I need a better chair.
I'm tracking like a Totu Bravo, man. I got you.
Well, the whole bottom of my spine's titanium.
Well, yeah, that's fair.
Oh shit! Yeah, I've had a.
So, okay, let me ask: I know cold sucks for you, but like, is heat an issue for you as well?
I've got a heating pad and everything.
You know what?
So I'm saying, like, when you're outside, I know that cold is hard because
No, the heat don't bother me.
Okay.
You know what sucks for us? Laying flat on our back in bed.
Yeah, that part.
Yeah, that that fucking hurts.
I can't lay flat on my back.
Neither can I.
But
I have
hey.
to lay on.
Bilateral foot deformities, right? That fucked up my knees and my hips and my back. And yeah, I hear you.
What do they call it? The VA chronic radical lumbar strain with minimal disc disease at L5 and S1.
So I have
Artificial disc and something else.
I have vertical cerebral something strain or something like that. I can't remember what it's called right now. But yeah, we were just talking about shots in our spine.
Oh yeah, I get those every once in a while. The cocktails, the
So
Teradol.
I was telling Sarge, Sarge is going in. I think he's getting a walk-in epidural, but when you go in, do they give you like the
They give you the
CT stuff so that they can see where they're giving you the shot and like use the ultrasound to like put it in your spine?
Okay, so you were 11 Bravo, you were an NCO, you were a parachutist, and B2. Okay.
Did you hear me?
Yes, I did. But like usually when I go to the VA, they give me a cocktail shot and a Valium. So they give me the Valium, and then they give me it's Teradol, Phenagrin, and Demerol.
So with
I love that cocktail shot.
Yeah, except for when like the dude's like, "Hey, I need you to bend over and pull down your pants," and I'm like, "No."
Hey, as long as you don't hear the snap of the glove after you do that, you're all right.
I'm like, I thought you were giving me a shot, bro. Like, where did the condom come from?
All right. My phone's dying. I'm gonna go to bed. Sarge, love your face. Later.
Good seeing
Love you guys. We'll talk later.
Night, Evo.
Good night.
Night.
Yeah. Dude, God,
yeah, I'm actually I went to the orthopedic Monday. I've got to go in for a nerve conduction test.
Oof.
Which I got to call them tomorrow to make that appointment. But the orthopedic doc says it's not if you have to have surgery, it's when we're going to do the surgery. So
I was gonna say eat light, just sip water.
Yeah, they don't want you to, they don't want you to eat past.
and I was at Camp Stryker.
No shit.
Yeah, in 05.
I was one of the ones that established remember Saddam's Palace when they turned it into Fifth Corps.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, you're talking about the Zoo Palace.
I was one of the ones that fucking cleared that place. Like I'm the one like that big like gray Marvel building. Like we got sick of receiving small arms fire from that building. So like I had like my Mel Gibson moment where I stood up, I walked back to the track, I grabbed an AT4 and I put it right into that fucking building.
We were at TQ in 04.
So do you remember the very top floor of that Zoo Palace where the mother-in-law suite?
Yes.
Guess what? That's where I lived for a month. I was operating J-Lens out of there.
Yeah, I was like on one of those peninsulas.
Yeah, I was up there to see when did they send me over there?
I hooked up a tow rope. I
Wasn't
pulled out one of the
Palace.
fucking paddle boats, and then I patched that shit up, and then I went fishing with fucking MRE corn.
That's not the palace I was at. I was at the palace that was right outside of Stryker. Over there next to
outside
Route
of
10.
Stryker. Oh yeah. Oh, on Route Tampa. Okay, yeah. MSR 1.
Yeah.
Tampa and Sword, both of those sucked.
Oh, I hated Sword.
Dude, you know what sucked? Route Irish.
Irish. We got lit up on Irish.
Dude, that picture that I showed you, that's from Route Irish.
So you remember where the Lions Den was at, right?
Yeah.
Do you remember in July of
Raj, this is going to be ending soon, bud.
05 when the 8 guys got killed over there?
Actually, I think I was at Abu Ghraib in 05. We got hit with that dump truck full of HME.
Yeah. So the 8 guys
We were the detail platoon.
Yeah, well, I mean, they were on a detail at that particular time as well. First 4 got it on Sunday. The second 4 got it on Friday, on the same road, 300 meters apart.
But like, do you remember in was it like late 05 or early 06? I'm gonna go look at my books, but yeah, Abu Ghraib prison got hit with that fucking VBID.
Yes.
Yes, I was there for that.
We were at BIOP Easter Sunday when they tried to overrun it.
Hey, just to let you know, the parking lot that that everybody had to use, that either was coming in to eat or coming in to fill up, we were actually stuck. Yeah, we were actually stuck in that parking lot when that happened. We weren't allowed to leave.
We put so if you look, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a Humvee that was like painted zebra stripe that was on one of the tank berms when they were trying to overrun the wall by the motor pool on BIOP Easter Sunday.
Yeah, what?
That was our commander's vehicle.
Oh,
dude, I haven't heard the term fucking BIOPs in a long time.
Yeah, that whole battle's on Wikipedia. We were out, and so the day before was a Good Friday. We were heading towards BIOP. We were going up to Anaconda. You know how like you go in the one gate through BIOP and then you go out the back gate to go up Irish into Anaconda?
Yes,
So
I know exactly where you're talking
we
about.
get hit right outside of Ramadi for like 5 miles. They were hitting us with everything. And then we get to BIOP finally. They're trying to send us to Anaconda black on ammo.
No.
Yeah, they were trying to send us up to Anaconda with no ammo.
That's a no-go all day.
We ended up, my platoon sergeant ended up like borrowing and stealing, and got a bunch of stuff from the 13th COSCOM and 1st Cav. Because if you guys remember, 1st Cav was at BIOP. So we ended up getting a bunch of ammo from them, and then Easter Sunday BIOP got hit. We lined our gun trucks up on the wall, and we're firing over the wall. And then Monday is when we finally went up to heading up to Anaconda. We got
yeah,
all right.
yeah.
So it's got like the best turn overpass, like the big corner overpass that you had to go up and head up towards Anaconda Irish. We got over that and got into a little town, probably I don't know, it's like an hour from Anaconda. We got hit with 2 IEDs and a bunch of small arms.
That was Mama Dia.
Yeah, Mom and Dia. Yeah, we got hit at Mom and Dia. We were hit 5 out of 7 days on the road.
Yeah, here I'll damn it, I'm always dropping shit. Anyway, let me show you something really cool. Hold on, let's get through all the medals real quick. Yada yada yada. Okay. Oh, here we go. That's what I was looking for, dude. I was in fucking Time magazine, and then I was also in the New Yorker magazine.
Oh wow.
Yeah, dude. Like I was in 4th ID. Like I was in 122, a very prestigious unit.
Dude, we were a National Guard unit.
No, like I was a very like.
We actually
So
had
all
some guys.
we were all three in the same spot for quite a while. I was there.
We
04,
were
05.
dude. Like this is wild. It's like a little hey, welcome. Hey, do y'all remember Steak and Lobsters at the
Sundays? Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna tell you. So I was at Altacottum, right?
Okay. I know. Where
We
you're
had
at.
2 colonels, 2 full birds, a general, and 3 sergeant majors come in and say that we had the absolute worst chow hall in 2 theaters.
Dude,
We
I
were
remember.
begging to get on the road, begging to go on missions so we can go get midnight chow or whatever else from other places.
Yeah, like, and usually we'd have to hit up like the fucking Marines for that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, y'all remember General Franks?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember like receiving a speech from him one day, and I was like, "Yeah, we're fucked, boys. Like, we are fucked."
Hey, I'm gonna mess you up, tactical. So
Send it.
So I enlisted straight out of high school, right? And
So did I was a dep. I enlisted at 17.
So my first active duty unit was 5th Battalion, 8th Infantry Division in Mainz, Germany.
Oh, there you go.
So I had to get out early under hardship because my sister got into a car accident and they didn't expect her to live.
Man, ain't no way fucking Raha brought up
I remember
Spiker.
Spiker.
Yep.
Oh God.
Yo, we moved the 10th Mountain out of y'all remember was it it was a little fob outside of Fallujah. It was either Fallujah or Ramadi. It was St. Michael's.
What was it, Michael? Or
Yeah, I
was
think it was
it
Michael. We moved the 10th Mountain out of there and moved them up to TQ.
No fucking way. Nice.
Yeah.
It especially being like 10th Mountain, like, man, fuck that shit.
That's why, that's why one of my combat patches that I was authorized was 10th Mountain, because we spent like 45 days with 10th Mountain.
Dude, like when I went to 4th ID and like I was wearing like a different combat patch every day, and like one of the staff sergeants called me out. He's like, "Hey, Sergeant, I need to talk to you." I'm like, "What's good?" And I was standing there, and he's like, "I don't think you're authorized to wear all these patches." I'm like, "Dude, I have 7 combat patches."
I've got 7 combat patches.
Yeah, I'm like this is a real thing.
I got
Like,
4.
go ahead. Like talk all the shit you want, but like this is a real thing, bro.
Especially in the National Guard, you know what I mean? Because you're attached to certain different units, and as long as you're attached to that unit for 30 days, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because you get cross attached to fucking everybody.
That's like, so I've got 82nd Airborne. I've got 10th Mountain.
Yeah.
First ID,
I've got-
second ID. I've got First Armor. I've got 13 Coscom, and I've got
you got that. You got that old Dorito patch.
yeah, and we got the Leaning Shit House.
Yeah, I got the broken TV. I got First Armor. I got 4th ID. I got 101st. I got 82nd. I got 18th MP. Shit, man, I got a lot of them. It's okay. For the civilians that are listening, it's like collecting fucking Pokemon cards for us.
Yeah, right.
It really.
So while we were over there,
I got 2 more combat patches on my second deployment.
Oh fuck yeah, bro!
Because on my
So
second
that's what's-
deployment, I got 4th ID and I got the 37th Infantry Brigade Combat Team patch.
So yeah, you got the 4 lieutenants pointing north.
Yep.
Man, I love that I ran into people that served at the same time as me.
Yeah, because I was
biggest-
over 0405 and then back 0809.
Back, I'm gonna teach this bathroom a lesson.
oh
It feels like a lifetime ago there, man.
yeah, it actually does.
Back when I was young and healthy and didn't have all the back issues and still had cartilage in my knees and
So
that's that fucking infantry life, man. It's like
no, dude, I was standing in the back of a fucking 5-ton for 13 months my first tour on a Mark 19
that'll fuck your back up in general.
and your knees. 'Cause you know there ain't no shocks in those fucking trucks.
Oh fuck no, there isn't.
So
Dude, we were hit.
so
I was
Pat-
hit. My truck was IED went off about 25 meters off the nose of my truck one time, and I bent backwards over the gun box. The only reason I stayed in there was my foot caught on the handle of the Mark 19.
All right, so how bad is your tinnitus? Because yeah,
Oh, military
25 meters, yeah, the fucking shock wave coming off that. I know your ears are ringing right now.
Yeah, what is that? So I don't know if y'all know who TMR, the Marine rapper. He's got a line in the song, and he says, "Freedom rings like my tinnitus."
Yep.
Like, okay, like I served with this dude named Stephen Hobbs. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
I'm not.
He's a Army rapper. He served in 4th ID, but then I also worked with these dudes that got discharged from the military for an unauthorized press release when they produced an album in Iraq called Live from Iraq.
Oh hell. Gentlemen, I'm gonna have to start wrapping this up because we are on a time restriction with the radio station. And we will be back next week. All right, absolutely. Yeah, this is an every week thing. I've been doing it now for what, 2 months or so, Larry?
Yes.
That's something we could look into for sure. I do it, a mental health type thing to help people get out of their heads and stuff like that. And oh, that's awesome.
Nice.
That sounds awesome. We can link up off here. Okay, sounds good. Y'all have a good one.
Later, man.
Later.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Military Broadcast Radio. As we wrap up today's show, we want to remind you that the podcast of today's episode will be available right after we go off the air. So if you missed any part of the show or want to listen again, be sure to check it out. And remember, we're here to support and honor our veterans. Your stories and experiences matter, and we are committed to giving you a platform to share them. That's right. We're here to give our veterans a voice. So don't forget to catch the podcast and stay connected with us. Giving our veterans a voice.